Hello, everyone. Welcome to an extraordinary journey through the mysteries of the cosmos. Today, I invite you to embark on a unique adventure. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You're standing on an old, weathered wooden boat, gently drifting along a strange and wondrous river. This isn't an ordinary river, with sparkling waves or the soft lapping of water against the boat's edge. No, this is a fantastical river, cutting through the very fabric of the universe. It's as deep and dark as a moonless night sky, reflecting billions upon billions of twinkling stars, like a colossal mirror stretching to the horizon. This river carries the flow of time itself, from the universe's fiery birth to its silent end. So, hop aboard this little boat with me, and let's chase the story of the cosmos, from the dawn of light to the eternal dark, and perhaps, to the mysteries that lie beyond. Ready to explore what awaits us? Chapter 1. The Glorious Era and the Quiet Fade. Our journey begins in the universe's most radiant days, a time when everything was young, vibrant, and ablaze with light. Imagine looking up at the night sky in your mind's eye. What do you see? Millions, billions of stars, shimmering like precious pearls scattered across a velvet black tapestry. Each star is a colossal forge, burning at millions of degrees, melting clouds of simple hydrogen and helium into complex elements. Carbon forms the bones and flesh of your body. Oxygen fills your lungs with every breath. Iron runs red in your blood, and gold gleams in the crowns of ancient kings. These stars aren't just distant specks of light. They're the universe's master craftsmen, artisans who sculpt life itself from dust and fire. We, too, are born from the ashes of stars. But this dazzling beauty isn't eternal. Smaller stars, like our sun, shine steadily for billions of years, nurturing their orbiting planets with light and warmth. Yet, one day, when their core fuel runs dry, they swell into red giants, vast enough to swallow Earth, Mars, and beyond in their fiery embrace. Our beloved Earth, our home, could melt into a sea of flame, reduced to cosmic dust. Then, the sun will shrink, collapsing into a white dwarf, a tiny, cooling ember that glows faintly in the cold darkness. Meanwhile, massive stars, 10 times the sun's size, choose a far more dramatic end. They don't fade quietly but erupt in spectacular supernovae, shining brighter than an entire galaxy for a fleeting moment, visible from billions of light-years away. These explosions leave behind neutron stars, ultradense spheres where a teaspoon of matter weighs as much as a mountain on Earth, or black holes, mysterious abysses that devour even light and time. This is the universe's glorious era, a grand symphony where billions of instruments play in harmony, resonating with life and energy. But the river of time never stops flowing. Let's push our little boat forward, sailing toward the next chapter. Chapter 2. The Reign of Black Holes and Eternal Darkness. Hundreds of billions of years pass, and the cosmic river grows still. The booming explosions of new stars and the radiant glow of their births are gone. The vast gas clouds that once cradled billions of stars are now depleted, with no hydrogen or helium left to ignite new flames in the dark. The universe, once bustling with light, heat, and life, transforms into a vast, cold graveyard stretching endlessly through space. Icy planets drift in lonely orbits, like ghosts lost in the night, with no destination. White dwarfs, the remnants of stars like our sun, linger in space, radiating their last traces of heat before cooling into dark, lifeless spheres. Neutron stars, with surfaces millions of times harder than steel, stand silent, like forgotten monuments in a cosmic desert. And then the red dwarfs, the smallest, most enduring stars in the universe, finally bid farewell. These stars can burn for trillions of years, their weak flames flickering steadily. But when their fuel runs out, their light fades, bit by bit, like a candle guttering in a cold wind. Picture yourself on our little boat, surrounded by an endless void. No stars twinkle, no faint glow remains. The sky is a pitch-black abyss, like a bottomless ocean swallowing all hope. Yet the story doesn't end here. The river keeps flowing, carrying us into a stranger era, the age of black holes. In this era, black holes become the universe's final rulers. Born from supernovae and the collapse of massive stars, these dark abysses roam through dead galaxies, devouring stray planets, solitary neutron stars, and even smaller black holes. Collisions between black holes unleash gravitational waves, rippling through space like the last roars of a dying beast. When they merge, even larger black holes are born, their terrifying gravity pulling everything into their depths, like whirlpools in the cosmic river, leaving no trace behind. But even these dark kings are not immortal. The great physicist Stephen Hawking revealed an astonishing secret. Black holes are not eternal devourers. They evaporate slowly through a process called Hawking radiation. Near the event horizon, the boundary of a black hole, tiny virtual particles appear and vanish in an instant. Occasionally, one escapes, carrying a sliver of the black hole's energy, causing it to shrink. This process takes billions of trillions of years. Imagine sitting on our boat, watching a massive black hole before you fade. Not with a bang, but with a silent dissolve, like a droplet merging into the void. When the last black hole vanishes, the universe becomes a near-perfect vacuum. Only a few specks of dust and faint rays of light drift through space, the final fragments of a once grand painting that spanned the heavens. And so, the universe enters the Dark Era. Chapter 3. The Dark Era and the Whispers of the Quantum. The Dark Era. Light no longer exists, energy is exhausted, and the universe is ruled by absolute cold and emptiness. White dwarfs have cooled into black dwarfs, blending into the frigid cosmic background, just a few degrees above absolute zero. Wandering planets float aimlessly, without orbits or purpose, like ghost ships abandoned in a blackened sea, with no captain, no guiding light. But a deeper question emerges as our boat drifts through this void. Can matter endure forever in this state? Some scientists hypothesize that even protons, the building blocks of every atom, of everything we see and touch, will decay after an unimaginable span, perhaps 10 to the power of 34 years or more. If this happens, every atom in the universe will shatter into smaller pieces, losing all structure and form. Black dwarfs, the last remnants of tangible matter, will disintegrate into a cloud of subatomic dust, growing ever thinner in the endlessly expanding cosmos. At that point, the universe becomes an empty sea, so vast that no trace of life, light, or the radiant days of old remains. A few feeble rays of light, like the final droplets falling into a parched river, fade into eternal silence. Yet the story doesn't end. The cosmic river hasn't stopped. In this seemingly empty void, the whispers of the quantum hum softly. Quantum fluctuations, tiny ripples of energy, persist in space, creating virtual particles that flicker into existence and vanish in an instant, like bubbles glinting briefly on the water's surface. Every so often, in the randomness of these fluctuations, a larger disturbance might occur, powerful enough to birth a new universe, entirely separate from our own. This new universe could have its own stars, planets, and even physical laws utterly unlike ours, like a small tributary branching off from the main river, embarking on its own journey. And then, an even stranger idea emerges, one that sends a shiver down the spine. The Boltzmann brain. Scientists suggest that, in the infinite expanse of time, quantum fluctuations could, with an infinitesimally small probability, create a fully formed brain, a conscious entity with memories but no body, no environment. This brain might exist for a fleeting moment before dissolving back into the void. Imagine it. A consciousness floating in the dark, aware of itself but unable to interact with the world. Could we, in this very moment, be part of such a bizarre randomness? Are we merely fleeting dreams on the cosmic river, born and gone in the blink of an eye? Chapter 4. An end, or a new beginning? As matter dissolves, atoms crumble, and even the concept of matter fades, time itself seems to lose meaning. Without change, without before or after, the universe becomes a static state, a cold, colorless canvas, wiped clean of all vibrancy. But is this truly the end? Some scientists believe our universe is just a tiny fragment of a vast multiverse, where new universes are born and die like bubbles rising and bursting on the water's surface. As our universe cools and fades into darkness, another may be blazing elsewhere, with new stars, new planets, and new beings gazing at the sky, pondering their origins, just as we once did. Our long journey ends here, on this humble wooden boat drifting through the cosmic river. We've witnessed the rise of stars, the reign of black holes, and the silent void of the dark era. But the story never truly ends. The river flows on, in ways we cannot yet comprehend, beyond the reach of our understanding. We, though small and fleeting, are fortunate to be part of this grand tale. Creatures who can gaze at the stars, dream of things beyond our grasp, and tell this magnificent story in our own words. So, what do you think of this ending? Does the darkness frighten you? Or does it spark curiosity about what lies beyond? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Every idea, every emotion you share is a tiny droplet enriching the river of human knowledge. Thank you for watching this video. Until our next adventure, keep looking up and keep wondering.